There is no such thing as personal enlightenment, because the essence of enlightenment is the apparent falling away of the illusion of a separate individual, revealing there was only ever one life, whole, complete, and perfect. No separate entities or separate selves. Nothing to attain, and no one to attain it. So the biggest mistake is starting with the belief, a very entrenched one, that there really is a separate I that wants or needs to get enlightened. The prime, fundamental mistake of all spiritual paths is the presumption of the illusory thinker that there is some separate self, separate or isolated from all of life, that needs to somehow re-merge or reunify with life, or get enlightened. I need to choose a spiritual path, find a master or guru, practice diligently, and meditate regularly. I can generate effort, free will, and my own control, and eventually be pure or worthy enough for attaining something called enlightenment. I can monitor my progress over this illusion called time, and I can and will make necessary adjustments, also that at some point in the future I will see there really isn't an I. I. All the while not realizing the I, like the dream one wants to transcend, is also illusion, merely a dream character. There is only life, all of life, this one everything. It is already whole, full, and immaculate, and needs no improvement, awakening, or enlightening. It is perfect, just as it is. Instead of asking the question, how do I get enlightenment? It's infinitely more useful to ask, why am I, this human character, so driven to insisting things must change, improve, become something other than what is? What makes me argue with reality and be so doggedly sure it's not already complete and perfect as it is? Could it simply be the false I believes it is suffering and is desperate for a way out? Is enlightenment likely to come from this rejection and denial of reality? What is the motivation for this constant seeking and becoming, trying to perfect my individual life? Who is this I, really? So there it is. The biggest mistake about spiritual paths and attaining enlightenment. That there is actually an I who can do these things. Of course, this is natural. The sense that we are really separate entities appears intrinsic, ensconced, and incontrovertible. It insists our I is not an illusion, is not complete, right, and done, is not perfect as it is, and has free will and its own measure of control to change things. The second biggest misunderstanding occurs or appears to occur if and when the illusion of the world starts to fall away. When the dream character starts to see through the illusion, see there's nothing in this dream life to covet, nothing to acquire, nothing to strive for. A feeling of boredom, ennui, world weariness, and even depression might seem to settle in. What's the point? It's all illusion. We're all going to die and take none of our pleasures, accomplishments, even our spiritual attainments or enlightenment with us. How can I take any joy in the days and moments of my life knowing this? In love, family, wealth and all it can buy, accomplishment and reputation, even the simple birds, trees, and nature, when it's all just a temporary mirage that will eventually evaporate. This apparent way station on the journey creates the illusion of the stuck I character. Spiritual seekers looking for a spiritual path diagnosis for it sometimes refer to it as the dark night of the soul. Others, inclined to systemize and label life approaches and philosophies into ism classifications, might insist it's all just nihilism. And what is still present that makes this nihilism? That makes this illusion of stuckness or depression arise? The I. You are seeing everything as illusion now. Everything except you, your I. You're still thinking the one that is seeing is the one thing that is still real. As long as there's a sense of I, discontent and restlessness are inevitable. Striving and ever becoming are attendant, and boredom, depression, or nihilism will continue to be potential companions to waking up from the illusion. So, if you think you are stuck in this second biggest illusory stage, you're still in I. And since I is nothing but a thought, simply do what we do with all thoughts. Don't believe it. Ignore it. And be all of life. Let go of I and dissolve into all of life like a single drop into the ocean. Instead of wondering why you no longer feel ecstatic by enjoying the beautiful green trees around you, be the tree. No longer feel the thrill of melodious bird song. Be the bird. No longer feel excited by the love in your partner's gaze. Be love. No longer feel eager and looking forward to today's journey. Be the journey, the sights, the sounds, and the destination. Drop the mistake of I, of still trying to satisfy and awaken the I, of hoping to see through and annihilate this illusion of I while still being around to enjoy no I self. There is no I. There's only this. All of this, what is. All of life, simply lifing.